Today, we are talking about something every beginner poultry farmer needs to hear. Because truth be told, poultry farming looks simple from the outside until you enter inside before you see the reality with your own eyes. And the painful part is that most beginners repeat the exact same mistakes. Not because they want to, but because nobody told them the truth early enough. So in this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 mistakes to avoid in poultry farming in simple language and also give you practical solutions you can use immediately. Because one small mistake in poultry is enough to wipe out your beds, your money, and your confidence. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, remember if you need my personal guidance on business or stock investing, use the email inside the channel description and this video below. You can also join my channel membership for exclusive videos and join my WhatsApp community, but only if you're a subscriber. So without wasting much time, let's get started. The first mistake is starting poultry farming without proper knowledge. This is the number one mistake almost every beginner makes. People jump into poultry because they saw someone doing it, or they watch a nice YouTube video, or someone told them, bro, poultry they pay. But they never sit down to learn the basics. Poultry farming is not just to buy chicks and feed them, no. You need to understand brooding temperature, vaccination schedule, stocking density, feed conversion, biosecurity, mortality control, lighting, ventilation, market timing, and record keeping. If you don't understand these things before starting, your birds will face the consequences, and the consequences will hit your wallet directly. There's a guy I know, he started broilers with excitement. He bought 200-day-old chicks, but he didn't know anything about brooding temperature. On the first night, the weather became cold, he didn't provide enough heat, and by morning, 48 chicks were dead. And that's how he discovered that poultry doesn't care about your intentions, it only responds to your knowledge. If you want to avoid this mistake, learn before you start, watch videos, follow experts, and sometimes it might not even be enough, so you need to take courses. Build a small pen and start small. Even 10 to 20 beds are enough to practice. Get a mentor or consult someone who knows more. That's why you need to take a course at least. You also need to understand the cost, and lastly, don't rush. Spend time learning the vaccinations, brooding, and feeding stages. This simple step can save you millions and prevent unnecessary heartbreak. The second mistake is poor brooding setup. Brooding is the most sensitive stage in poultry. When your chicks are still small, between the first 2 to 3 weeks, they behave like newborn babies. They need heat, clean water, clean litter, safe environment, zero cold, and zero stress. But beginners always mess up brooding. Either the heat is too much or it's too low. Either the room is too small or too open. Either they put too many chicks in one place or they spread them too wide. Now, if you want to know that your brooding is wrong, here are signs that you would see. Chicks crowd in one corner, that's to tell you they are cold. If they are panting, heat too much. When they scattered unevenly, that means poor ventilation. Chicks noisy means stress, and when they are dull is sickness. One important thing you need to know is that if you get brooding right, 50% of your success is already guaranteed. The third mistake is buying poor quality day-old chicks. Many beginners don't know the difference between good and bad chicks. They just buy any chick because it's cheap, but they don't know that cheap chicks cost more on the long run. The thing here is that poor quality chicks grow slowly, eat more, die easily, have poor immunity, never reach expected weight, and bring frustration. And beginners think the problem is from feeding or water. Meanwhile, the real problem started from the hatchery. Now, if you don't want to get scammed, avoid buying from roadside sellers. Avoid buying from a middleman who mixes poor chicks with good ones. Avoid buying from hatcheries with poor reputation. Do not buy leftover chicks instead of fresh hatch. And do not buy chicks without vaccination history. Your entire flock depends on the quality of chicks you start with. The fourth mistake is feeding mistakes that destroy growth and profit. This one affects almost every beginner because feed is the heart of poultry farming. Your birds will never grow beyond the quality of feed you give them, but beginners usually don't know this. What they believe is chicken na chicken, just give them food. But that's how people lose money. Don't make these common feeding mistakes if you are a beginner. Cheap feed looks attractive until you see your birds not growing, getting weak, or becoming underweight. 2. Changing feed brands too often. Birds hate inconsistency. Each time you switch feed, you stress them and slow their growth. 3. Reducing feed to save costs. You're not saving money, you're reducing their weight and your profits. 4. Feeding at wrong times. Morning, afternoon, and evening feeding should be consistent. 5. Poor water management. Dirty water kills birds silently. 6. Overfeeding without knowing feed conversion. You must know how much feed leads to how much weight. Even if you do every other thing right, poor feeding will still destroy your farm. When feeding correct, the birds will show it in their body weight and health. Mistake 5 is poor biosecurity and hygiene. Most beginner farmers underestimate how dirty poultry farm environment can get. Poultry diseases doesn't give warning. One moment your birds are fine, the next day you wake up and see 12 dead. And the painful part, most diseases come from poor hygiene. What causes biosecurity includes visitors entering your pen, wearing dirty shoes into the poultry house, allowing neighbors' chickens to wander near your farm, not washing drinkers daily, not cleaning feeders, overstocking, and not disinfecting before entering. Common diseases caused by poor hygiene include coccidiosis, Newcastle, foulpox, infectious bronchitis, gumboro, salmonella, and chronic respiratory disease. These diseases can wipe out your birds in days. The solution to biosecurity mistakes are: no unnecessary visitors, use a foot bath at your door, always wear dedicated shoes for the farm, clean waterers and feeders every day, disinfect weekly, don't mix sick and healthy birds, keep your environment dry and don't let wild birds enter. A clean farm is a profitable farm. The silent mistake beginners don't know they are making is that most beginners don't calculate profits properly. They only calculate bird price plus feed price equals profits, but they forgot mortality loss, medication, electricity or gas, transportation, labor or time, wear and tear, sanitizers, water cost and market fluctuation. This is why many beginners think they made profit, but when they sit down and calculate financially, they realize they were working at a loss. The solution to this mistake is to keep a small record book. Write everything down. You'll be shocked how much money you've been ignoring. So I believe this video has opened your eyes to avoid certain beginners' mistake when starting out poultry farming. If you need personal business or investment guidance, email me. It's in the channel and video description. To access exclusive deeper videos, join my channel membership. And if you want to connect directly with me and other subscribers, join my WhatsApp group. Links are in the channel description. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Invest wisely and stay consistent.